Hello, everyone. This is Coach Glad, your business and life empowerment coach. I'm here today to teach you how to start a business in 30 days. Today is day 6. What we're going to be learning today is social media, your email script, and also your EIN number. My goal is to teach you how to start a business in 30 days without spending a ton of money and without spending a ton of time making mistakes and learning as you go. I'm here to demystify all that stuff. There's a lot of information on Google on how to start a business, but my goal is to give you a general step-by-step view on how to start a business. It's different for every industry, but these are some of the things I think that are very important. So today is day 6. What we learned in our previous lesson in day 5 is we learned about the incorporation application, phone scripts, and choosing a domain name. What we're going to be learning today for our first lesson in marketing is social media. Social media is big. Social media is something that is fairly new, and it's always evolving, always changing, and there's so many different platforms out there, so many different. It's really hard to just single out just one or two, but you really want to, and you really need to do that. You really can't do every single platform because your target market is not on every single platform. Choose a platform where your target market is going to be and utilizes. Facebook is multi-generational. Instagram, a younger audience usually use Instagram. It's less content, it's more pictures. So if you have visual, if you're in a visual industry, you really want to use Instagram. Twitter is short content. They call it micro blogging, that you send out multiple times a day to your different followers. Periscope is something that's very new. It allows you to stream live worldwide, and people tune into your broadcast. Then you have Pinterest. Pinterest is extremely visual and allows people to make certain boards of things that they are interested in. You really want to start with a social media platform. It's less expensive than and actually having a website. So you can use your social media page until you save up enough money to have someone design your website for you. The website is more for information about your company and different things like that. Social media is about interaction, not sales, not advertising, but interaction with you and your market. You really want to use it for just that interaction, not for sales or advertising. It gets very expensive advertising on social media if you want to see a return. You can't spend a couple dollars a day and expect hundreds of dollars in return. You have to spend hundreds of dollars every month to see a return on your investment. But this doesn't mean you cannot be successful with social media. You can still be successful with social media if you use it the right way. You want to focus on where your target market is. So focus just on one or two platforms, like I said before, and then you want to be consistent with your posting every single day. Be consistent. With Twitter, you may have to post a few times a day. But get in the habit of being consistent, and you begin building a following like that. Just because you don't have a large following at first doesn't mean you can't build a large following organically. You have to post consistently, and then you have to post what the people want. You have to give them content that they're actually looking for, what appeals to them, and that's how you grow a following. Likes are not as important as views, and if you're putting stuff out there, you'll eventually build a following, because people don't follow everyone automatically. They do their research and they look you up to make sure that you're consistent in what you're putting out there and what you're, how can I say, what you're putting out there, but and also you're really true to yourself. So people take time in judging. But one thing, and probably the most important rule, you want to focus, and really don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Put your personality out there. It's a lot more fun with your personality. It doesn't become a job doing the social media marketing if you're enjoying it. So put yourself out there, put your personality out there, and trust me, there is a group of people that love your sense of humor or the things that you're really into. Now, as far as your business operations, I wanted to focus on your employee identification number. This is your tax ID number or your employer identification number. This number is used by the IRS to keep track of your taxes. If you have employees or different things like that. It's a 9-digit number. You want to make sure that if you're a business that you have a tax ID number and that you file the right way and make sure that you finish filing your incorporation application, and then you can file for your EIN number. Make sure all of that stuff is in order before you do it. And your EIN number doesn't expire, so you don't have to keep applying for it. If you are a nonprofit, you want to make sure that your tax ID number is different with each chapter. For example, the YMCA in one city has a different EIN number than a YMCA in another city. So they all have their own different EIN numbers. With the EIN number, you're not automatically tax exempt. You want to file your 501c3, then you want to file for your EIN number, and then another part you have to file for your tax exemption. You want to make sure that you go in that order and that you do it the right way, or you can get automatically revoked for your tax exemption as a nonprofit. Now, sales and marketing, email scripts. Email scripts are huge, very, very important. They save you so much time, they save you so much money, and they help with the sales process. You want to make sure that you have an actual script, so a template of email, a script of content that you have for people that you may meet, leads, people that have bought from you. You want to make sure that you're following up with them with an email. There is a thing called an email drip campaign where you're nurturing people that are not ready to buy today, but you're nurturing them down the sales process by building a rapport with them. And when they are ready to purchase, then they'll more likely purchase with you. But it takes time. Not everyone's going to be ready immediately. So you want to make sure that you're nurturing and building rapport. And with each one of the email drip campaigns, you want to make sure that you're educating them on what you're doing. We'll go into more detail with the actual email drip campaign. But for now, I want to make sure that you have different templates out of different sales scripts. The reason why you want to make sure that you have different types of templates is every situation is different, and you want to make sure that you're customizing it to those situations. For example, we have different components of the actual email script. You want to make sure that you have a personalized greeting, a brief introduction of yourself, especially for the initial one. You may not have to do that later on. Tell the person how you met, brief synopsis of your company, benefits of why they should do business with you. Then you want to ask them a question about their goals. And last but not least, definitely not least, you want to make sure that you ask for permission to continue the sales process. So you can ask to send them a free gift. Maybe it's a brochure, maybe it's a gift card, maybe it's a coupon when they are ready to purchase. But you want to make sure that you're asking permission for the next step. It may be a call to action or something like that, but ask permission to move them along the sales process. And that is the end of our program today. I have a link below to the actual slides. Please leave comments. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, email me directly at coachglad1@gmail.com. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.